Good morning or night everyone, and today I want to welcome you all to witness a demonstration of these two helpful programs, Process Explorer and WinUtilities. First, let's begin with Process Explorer. This is a freeware utility that shows you all the processes that are currently running while your PC is active, much like Windows Task Manager. First, let me show you where you can get this program. A simple Google search of Process Explorer can get you the appropriate site where you can download this program. In this case, we'll be downloading ours from Microsoft website itself. And here's the link. A simple click and it will be downloaded. And the download has finished. So, Process Explorer comes in a zip file where you can find the application. There's no installation required. Simply either extract the 32-bit or the 64-bit to your PC and you'll have everything you need. So let's try opening this program and see what happens. I've already extracted it to my desktop, so let's open this. As you can see, all processes are arranged in a hierarchical view. Also, this program can show the associated icons with the processes that are active, unlike something like Windows Task Manager. This allows you to find the process you want to see much easier. You can right click a process or process tree to do a number of different tasks. With Windows, you can bring a process front. As you can see, it just brought up Google Chrome. You can also restore it back if you minimize it like I just did. You can even maximize and minimize. You can also close the window, which will terminate the process. And as you can see, all the processes have been terminated under that tree. Setting the affinity, this controls which CPUs the process will be allowed to execute on. So these are all the different CPUs, and you can choose which CPU you want the process to run on. Next, there's priority. You can set the priority to real-time, high, above normal, normal, below normal, background, or idle. Moving on now, you can either kill the process from here, kill the process tree, which will kill everything underneath this tree, or you can suspend the process. By suspending the process, you can no longer access the process that's running, and you can now resume it, and there it is. You can also restart the process, so this will let you kill the process first and then it will restart it automatically. There. Here's another thing you can do. There's a create dump where you can create dumps for your processes, and with this, check virus total. This allows you to debug your processes. Properties allows you to see all the properties associated with the process. Performance graph, GPU graph, strings that it's using, performance, and threads. And finally, search online for things that are related to a process. This is helpful when you encounter a process that you may not understand. So, some of the advantages of this program is it displays a full description of process algorithms with its developer's name. It can replace Windows Task Manager while also being a little more versatile. For example, Manager only kills tasks or terminates them, whereas Process Explorer can suspend them. It also color codes and displays icons of a process, making it easier to find. Some disadvantages, however, is that the interface may look confusing to some users if they do not have a guide demonstrating how to use this program. Also, it is an independent program, so it uses more resources than the built-in Windows Task Manager, which it can replace. Next up, WinUtilities. I'll show you where you can easily download this program. A simple Google search of WinUtilities will bring up the appropriate links where you can download. As you can see, all of these are good links where you can download WinUtilities. So let's click on the first one. And now we can download. Unlike Process Explorer, WinUtilities does need to be installed. So you will run the installation file and set it to English or whatever language you need. Next, You don't need to subscribe. If you wish to read the agreement, you may create a desktop icon or create a quick launch shortcut and install. Now we can launch WinUtilities. This here shows the free version, what is included and what is not included. As you can see, with the free version we only have basic PC maintenance modules. Okay, so WinUtilities is a system optimizer suite for Windows which lets you clean up your registry disks, any invalid shortcuts, and also allows you to uninstall dormant apps that may or may not be slowing down your system. In the free version, Disk Cleaner and Registry Cleaner are not available, as well as Uninstall Manager. However, Shortcut Fixer is available. Simply click Next and select the drives that you wish to search for invalid shortcuts. So, I'm gonna search my entire C drive, which is my hard drive, for invalid shortcuts. This process may take a while. Now, luckily for me, there's no invalid shortcuts found on my C drive, so there's no invalid shortcuts on my PC. Now let's continue. Let's move on to optimizing the system. Here you can use Registry Defrag, Disk Defrag, Memory Optimizer, BHO Remover, and Startup Cleaner, although Startup Cleaner is unavailable in the free version. So let's run Registry Defrag. Here are all the steps. Analyze the registry, review and analyze results, defrag the registry, and a restart is required. Simple as that. You can choose to restart Windows now, or you can restart it later. This defrag is similar to Windows defrag, which is installed with Windows, so it can potentially replace Windows defragger. So let's defrag right now. This process may take a little while. And now it is defragmenting all fragmented files. After the defragging process is complete, WinUtilities will provide you with a disk defrag report. You can save it, or you can print it, or you can simply close it. Next we move on to Memory Optimizer. This can optimize memory, so simply click Optimize now, and your memory has been optimized. You can check your memory information, see how your RAM is running, PC information to show CPU usage. You can optimize your settings, you can enable auto optimization, or you can optimize now here. And program settings. BHO Remover, or Browser Help Objects Remover, removes BHOs you don't want to keep. So all of these are BHOs, and you can choose to remove them if you wish. And as before, Startup Cleaner is unavailable. Next we move on to Privacy and Security. Here we have History Cleaner, Process Security, EXE Protector, File Shredder, and File Undelete. History Cleaner is unavailable in the free edition. However, there is Process Security. Process Security acts like a task manager of a sort. Here you can see all the processes that are running and its security level. You can click on a process and you can set its priority, end it, show its modules, or show its details. Priorities can be set to real time, high, above normal, normal, below, and low. Show modules and show details. You can either browse for the details, Google it, or show its properties. Startup, however, is unavailable. System service. This shows you all the system services and schedule tasks. Next we have EXE Protector. This protects all executable files from unauthorized personnel. So you can protect an executable file with a password. You can browse the file and find any executable file, and you can encrypt it with a password, or you can remove a password from a file that may be protected. Next we have File Shredder. File Shredder allows you to delete files so that it will not be recovered, and File Undelete is if you accidentally delete a file and you need to recover it. A simple recovery tool. Next we have Files and Folders. Disk analysis. When you click this, you select the drivers or folders you wish to be analyzed, and it will analyze all of the disks. After the analysis, it will show folders that have the highest percent of disk usage. So, as you can see, users currently hold the most with 58%, with a total of 138.88 gigabytes. And here you can see the file types, the largest files, largest folders, largest hidden files, and largest system files. With Document Protector, you can protect your documents, pictures, or videos with a security password. So here you can choose Protect, and you can choose the folder or files you wish to protect. Next we have Duplicate Files Finder. However, this is unavailable in the free edition. So now we move on to the File Splitter and Joiner. This splits files into smaller sizes, or you can rejoin them later. Next we move on to Registry Tools. We have Registry Backup and Restore. This is like System Restore, or you can restore your registry. By choosing Backup Registry, you can back up your entire registry with backup the whole Windows registry, or you can choose to only back up those with a checked area, as seen here. Next we have the Context Menu Manager. You can remove and restore items from the context menu. As seen here, these are all the items you can remove or restore. And then we move on to System Tools. Here we have the System Control, Task Scheduler, System Information, Auto Shutdown, and Windows Standard Tools. Next we have System Control. This organizes and manages your Windows. So you can configure your files, check the environment, OEM information, control panel, auto shutdown, network and internet. Then we have Task Scheduler, which unfortunately is also unavailable. System Information. Here you will see the information about your system after it collects it, and now you can see all of the information your system has: the registered owner, the computer, system folders. You can also check your display, memory, performance, drivers, I/O devices, battery, network, system devices. You can save these, you can get a report, you can refresh, and you can save all the information. Task Scheduler is unavailable, sadly. Then we have Auto Shutdown, which is unavailable. And finally, we have Windows Standard Tools. Here you gain direct access to the Windows default functions like Registry Editor, DirectX Diagnostic Tools, System Information, System Configuration, Disk Cleanup, and Computer Management. Also, with the free edition of WinUtilities, you can have a one-click maintenance, schedule tasks, and finally, status. Now, comparing WinUtilities to Process Explorer, WinUtilities does have more advantages than Process Explorer, as it allows more functions than Process Explorer. Essentially, WinUtilities is more of a jack-of-all-trades program, master of none, whereas Process Explorer specializes on the task manager aspect. WinUtilities' biggest disadvantage, however, is that the free edition only has access to a limited amount of resources. And now, that concludes my review of these two helpful programs. Have a good day, everyone.